Hello there. How are you all today? Good. So I'm a little bit closer to the east today for a hike and hopefully a camp this evening. And I've had to come east because whilst we all know that west is best, west is also the wettest. Whilst here, a little bit closer to Perth and Kinross, near Aberfeldy, it's a much drier proposition and it's going to be a lot more fun. It is, however, new to me. I've never been here before. I don't know what to expect, and I'm absolutely delighted to have you along with me today. So I left Arica about an hour and a half ago, and very dreek is the word they use here in Scotland, so quite drizzly and windy, and the wind's due to get up here later on, but hopefully sort of quieten down a little bit before we find camp. And then up the Lochan side, and on the way up to Crean Lannick, and then right through the village of Killin and below the Law's range of mountains out to Kenmore and Aberfeldy, which is where we are now. This loop that I'm on today and tomorrow is around about 14 miles, and I'm not sure quite how much I'm actually going to do this afternoon before trying to find somewhere to camp, but thinking certainly past halfway, so maybe 7, 8, maybe 9 miles tonight, and see where that gets us. If I see an opportunity to pitch out of the wind and with a good water source, I shall take it. So for now, we'll soak up the sights and sounds of these next few miles. I'm going to put a little bit of music on, I think, and well, let's see what we can see. We're doing well. Very interesting terrain. It's a little bit uphill to start with, but with that we get excellent views. There's a huge deer fence here which is spoiling it a little bit, but so far so good, and no rain. Thoroughly enjoying it so far. This wind's going to be with us for a couple of hours. Forecast 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts, but apparently forecast is only for a couple of hours, so fingers crossed. By the time we get to camp, it should only be 20 miles an hour. It's a little bit windy. I don't know if you can hear me. Fantastic views over the loch and the Ben Lawes range in the distance, and down to Kenmore. I hope this wind dies down a bit. About 5.5 miles in now, and getting a little bit of protection from the wind by these trees. As I said, it's meant to drop a little bit to around about 20 miles an hour, and I'm kind of hoping that'll be in the next hour, because that's going to be when I start looking for somewhere to camp. But a very nice route so far, if not a little windy. But we'll head on a little bit further and we'll get a couple more sites, and then the next thing will be pitching our tent, and then we're going to talk about you fantastic subscribers, aren't we? You I'm talking about, and you, and you. I've got to the junction now where I'm going to leave the Rob Roy way, and that heads off in that direction. I'm going to head up that direction, and an absolutely beautiful little cottage there. Beautiful. Anyway, I can't loiter. I must get up here. I'm running out of light very quickly. I've got about an hour's walking, I've got about an hour's light left, so, and it's all uphill, so I do need to get my finger out. Come on. Going a little bit further. I just can't get any protection near that little fishing bothy. There's not enough flat ground around the sides of it. I thought I could have nipped behind the back, but it's not happening. The wind's still too high, so I'm just going to keep on the trail maybe another 10-15 minutes and see if I can find a little dip somewhere to park up for the night. Right, I found my spot. It's not brilliant. I'm going to trust in this this wind dropping a little bit. It's just the other side of this little loch and this little fishing lagoon. Hey, it's home for the night. Let's get this tent pitched up. All pitched up now. It's 5:30 and well, it's far from perfect. It's still very windy, but this is where I am for the night. I'm the other side, that small lochan where I just showed you a few minutes ago, and kind of the wind's swirling a little bit because I'm sort of just on the top, so it's kind of coming straight at the tail, which is exactly how I want it, but then hitting it from the side in gusts. But this is home. Right, I'm going to get some food on and then we can have a chat about you. Hello there, back again, and I'm all fed. That was excellent. I had some golden rice and chicken and a bit of tomato sauce in there just to soften the rice up a little bit, and it was very tasty and it was very much needed. Sorry about the wind, and that's not me I'm talking about. It's still blowing a hoolie up here, which is a bit of a problem, but I've got my earplugs with me, so everything's fine on that front. So I've got a little cheeky red number going on. Cheeky red. just to wash it down. And the time currently is 6:30. So, where were we last time? Well, the last time we were down at Loch Long, weren't we, at Carrick Castle, and I was announcing, I think, at the time that my subscription rate was 15,500 of you wonderful human beings. Now, I haven't got a fantastic signal here right now, and if I stand on one leg and pull my hat down over my eyes, I can get a signal. And I've just checked the subscriptions, and I've just passed 51,000 subscriptions, which is just staggering, absolutely staggering. I am absolutely over the moon with the amount of subscriptions. The comments, I mean, I've had thousands of comments, and I'm trying my hardest to answer everyone in some way, shape or form, whether it's with words or thumbs ups or love hearts and all that kind of stuff. And I may have missed a couple, but I am going to go over them, and I am going to try get back to everybody that's very kindly left a comment, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. There's one comment I haven't answered, and that comment is specifically said I haven't to answer them until I get to 100,000. So let's see if we ever get a chance to answer that chap. I think it's a bloke, but it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, and I love it. And it's certainly caused a bit of a fuss at work. And for the people that know me, that's for certain. They're again, everybody seems very, very happy for me, and that just makes it even better. So thank you very, very much indeed. Right, I'm gonna see you in the morning, and unless something incredible happens, then I'll see you then. Bye. Good morning. It's 8:30, and well, it was an okay night. It wasn't fantastic. It was very noisy because of the wind and quite restless, so not the best recovery after that walk yesterday, but we're okay. That's the most important thing. So I've just nipped outside to put a camera out just to catch a bit of a time lapse across the top of the tent, because it does look like it's going to be a lovely morning. But it is cold. It's very, very cold. So I've got all my layers on today, and I think I'll be setting off with all my layers off on this morning, because that wind's keeping us honest. Right, I've packed a few things away. I'm just having a cup of coffee, and then I'll just get this tent dropped, and then we'll get on our way. About 5 miles today, 5.5, back to Aberfeldy, and as promised, we should see those waterfalls. So the next time you see us, we'll be leaving camp. See you soon. All packed up now and ready to go. Just dodged rain a bit, which was good. There was a little bit of a shower, but all good. So a beautiful place to camp, if not a little windy and a little cold, but we're all ready now. We're wrapped up. I'm going to set off all wrapped up. I can always take a layer or two off when I get out of this wind, but yes, all good. Right, come on, let's get on with it. Well, it's beautiful, isn't it? What an absolutely lovely morning. It's perfect for walking, and certainly better now. We're getting a bit of protection from that wind, but this is quite a moorland, is this? It's really, really lovely. sky's turning a little bit grim at the moment. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to be putting my waterproofs on very soon. It's getting cold again. Back into the woodlands now, just above the Birks of Aberfeldy again, and we're going to follow the same tracking for a few hundred yards that we took when we were coming out, but then we're going to cross a bridge and we're going to go the other side of the river, and then that river is going to lead us to a couple of quite grand waterfalls which we shall look at on the way out. The braids ascend like lofty wars, the foaming stream deep roaring fars, are hung with fragrant spreading shores, the Birks of Aberfeldy. Quite a spectacular waterfall. And I think there's another. How nice is it here? It's a really, really lovely place, isn't it? What a lovely, lovely end to a fantastic 24 hours nearly. That was an absolute delight, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed it, particularly if you stayed this far. Quite a long one, this one. But as always, I hugely appreciate your support, and particularly what's been going on over the last couple of weeks. I'm very, very grateful, so thank you all. As always, if you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. It helps a lot. Lets me know that we're doing a good job. Right, I'm going to leave it here because ultimately we're going to drop back onto the original route out, and you've seen all that before. So thank you again. I'll see you next time. So from me and him, it's bye for the new.